QVC, Quality, Value, Convenience. Owned by Liberty Interactive, QVC is a broadcast and cable television network that specializes in home shopping. Running a 24-hour programming schedule, QVC allows people to watch this program at their leisure while occasionally or frequently ordering products. Today, we are speaking with Valerie Neijes, who was on air at QVC from 2002 to 2012. She specialized in selling kitchen products. Being a part of this broadcast world, she worked different hours, created B-rolls, and even sampled products.
Good evening and welcome to our interview this evening. And this evening we're interviewing Val Neijes from QVC. Hi Val and welcome.
Hi Anthony.
Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Alright, good. So I'm going to get straight into the questions, Val. So the first question I have for you is, how did you get your start at QVC?
Well, you had to be an expert in your field. So I had owned restaurants for a number of years and had published a cookbook. And because of that, I was invited to become a kitchen representative for cooking products at QVC.
Yeah, and would you use a script or was it all improv or ad-lib?
It was all improv, but we would work. What part of our job was to figure out what was interesting, what made that particular product come alive on air, and what to do. And you have a very short window of time to create interest. So what would make it seem interesting in that window of time?
Right. QVC is worldwide. It's in many different locations. Which location did you work at, Val?
Well, so all United States products are filmed in Westchester, Pennsylvania, right here outside of Philadelphia.
Oh, okay. And did you ever get to work in any of the other locations worldwide?
No, because I only speak English, I mostly shot out of the United States. But people would fly in from all over the world to be at our studio.
Okay, good. And you had mentioned earlier that there would be different people at the location. Did you ever work with any famous people?
Well, in the kitchen, I would meet all people involved in food. So we would be on air with Rachel Ray, or Chef Gordon Ramsay, or I'm trying to think of some of the other people over the years. Well, Joan Rivers, of course, Joan, Miss Joan, was on all the time. So especially a lot of late nights. So we'd see Joan, and she was every bit as funny in person as on television.
Very good. And for yourself, what's your most memorable moment? Or if you have, maybe you have many, but what's something that really stands out?
Well, it was live television, so of course you remember the times when something didn't work, or you're saying something and it's not doing what it's saying, and those are always awkward. And sometimes we'd also have a live audience instead of in addition to being on live television. But I definitely remember they would always say, you have your agenda to get across. There's a lot of pressure to really communicate about your product, but you at the same time have to appear completely relaxed. So I think one of my most successful times were really when you could feel the interaction between the host and the vendor really feel natural and compelling, and the sales would reflect that, and that was always really exciting.
And given that QVC is a 24-hour show, I know it's on every day, right, for 24 hours. Would you be on a particular time frame, or could it be any time? Would it be?
No, so once you were picked for a product, you had to be available for that product 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever it would air.
Oh, really? And would they call you on the day, or would you get?
No, generally you get about 7 to 10 days notice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if it was on the middle of the night, at least you could sleep for a couple of hours before you go.
Yeah, everybody says even after years and years, it's very hard to get used to a schedule changing, but you have to appear as awake and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed as you would at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, because the risks are still just as high even at that time of the night.
All right, good. So a lot of Coca-Cola in the green room.
Absolutely. Lots of coffee.
All right, good. Well, Val, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you
very
so
much for joining us this evening.